When you're writing in third person point of view, how do you rephrase sentences so you're not starting every single sentence with he or she? Hi, I'm C. I'm a fiction editor. I make resources for writers and post longer form content elsewhere, which you can find over here. And I am not going to answer this question directly because I think it's going to lead you astray, and I'll tell you why. If you find yourself writing a lot of she did this, she said that, she did this, she did that, or he, or they, or I, because this also applies to first person, on a micro level, yes, the prose is going to start to feel stilted and samey because you're starting each sentence the same way. You might think, okay, I need to unsamify it, which means rephrasing. But if we take that step backward and start looking at the content of those paragraphs rather than how those paragraphs are written, we'll see that we're usually looking at a lot of stage direction in which the narrating character is describing what they are doing, usually with their body. She walked into the room, she sat down, she touched the cat. Sure, you could rephrase it to she walked into the room and sat down, her hand touched the cat, but that doesn't help. And while sometimes rephrasing really does fix the issue, I find it's what one of my teachers used to call rolling a turd in glitter, because rephrasing or making it shiny doesn't change the fact that a lot of stage direction is going to weaken our story. Why? Because we're approaching the act of narration from the wrong angle. We're focused on reporting what the point of view character is doing rather than what the point of view character is experiencing. In other words, we're talking about reframing instead of rephrasing. If you find sentences that are starting with she, ask yourself, am I currently writing up the alt text of the movie that I'm watching in my head of my character moving around and petting the cat? Or am I allowing that character to share the experience that they're currently having with the reader? For example, she found her cat on the couch in her office. His fur was silky beneath her hand, and his rumbling purrs soothed her. Notice how, by describing my experience of petting the cat, I am implying that I am petting the cat, or that my hand is touching the cat. It puts similar choreography onto the paper or into the reader's head, but in a more dynamic way, which allows the reader to connect more closely to what's going on in here with that point of view character, rather than just out here. So if you find yourself twisting your sentences into a pretzel because you keep starting them with she, it could very well be that the solution is not a rephrase, but rather a reframe to focus not on the physical body, but to connect the reader more deeply to that point of view character's experience.